If you look closely, it's really funny. He's not an astronaut. Wasn't made by astronauts. This is a giant spider drawn on the desert floor near Nazca, Peru. Now it's really interesting because this is a Racinalus spider. They're very small. They're about 1/5 of an inch long. They're not even found in this area here. There's another picture of it. He's right there. You got all those lines and trapezoids and rectangles and weird lines. But here's one of the Ica Stones with the spider on it. Looks the same as the one drawn in the Nazca Desert. Very interesting about this spider. You'll notice that little point on his leg there. We're going to talk about that here in a second. A little point right there, that's the sex organ on that spider. Now how can you see a spider that's about that long, about 1/8 of an inch long? How are you going to see that without some kind of magnification? And how did they draw it so accurately unless they had magnification? Here's a picture of the monkey in the Nazca lines. There's one of the Ica Stones showing the monkey. Many of the stones have those, the hummingbirds and the condor, panther, everything that's drawn on the lines are also depicted on the Ica Stones. There's many more things on the Ica Stones too. Now it's amazing because this one here, I believe, is 23 kilometers long. That's about 15 miles long. Now, how can they keep that straight? It goes through a hill and continues on straight. It's amazing. It's been said that there were no wheels in ancient South America, but many of the drawings would indicate otherwise. There are pictures of horse-drawn chariots that predate the coming of the Spaniards. Oh, Spaniards were supposed to have brought horses over. Well, what's the deal here? That looks like a four-wheel chariot being pulled by a horse. Looks like a horse to me. It's not a llama because they don't have tails like that. I like this one here. This one's better. The guy's kind of lazy. He's laying down there. Letting the horse go wherever he wants. Pretty good drawing of a horse, and it's been said that only children's toys have all these wheels and stuff, but it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't look like that. There's a picture of a horse there, very accurate drawings. And you can see the guy's feet there. It's a very big horse. It's way bigger than a llama. Either that or there were midgets down there. And of course we've seen the skeletons of the Nazcan people, or whoever they were that lived there. And they're not small people. I want you to, this is important here, as you'll see later on in this presentation. This is a cow nursing its young. And it's an accurate depiction of a little calf nursing its mother. There are a lot of swallows in Peru. They've got pictures of the swallows. And I was taught in school that Galileo invented the telescope. What's this rock doing down there that predates him by about 500 years at least? I think this rock, they said, was about 11 or 1,200 years old. Looks like those guys are looking at something through telescopes. This is one of the Ica Stones that I got the privilege of buying and bringing into the United States. There's about 24 real stones in the United States right now. I know who owns most of them. This one here is a guy in Michigan has now. It looks like a man looking through a telescope at a comet or something with a dinosaur. Men looking through telescopes at what appears to be a comet. And on top of this stone is constellations, pictures of constellations, and those are also drawn on the Nazcan lines. Just another picture here of, there's just a number of stones down there that have people looking through telescopes. It looks like this guy's looking through a magnifying glass at something. Another stone where it looks like he's looking through some kind of optics at what, trilobites or something? Who knows what he's looking at? Just very interesting. Ancient surgeries. It's just, I worked as a medical assistant for a number of years, and for a year I worked in eye surgery. We did cataract surgeries, laser surgeries and stuff. It's very, very interesting that all the instruments that we use down there, or that we saw down there, are identical to what we use today. We took a scalpel, brand new scalpel, took it out of the package, put it under a microscope, took one of their obsidian scalpels, looked at it under the microscope, and their scalpel, their 2,000-year-old scalpel, was sharper than ours, right out of the package. Those guys had some technology that we don't have. The Bible is very correct. They have things that we've forgotten and we don't remember. Another ancient surgery. Doing some kind of operation on the brain. It appears that they've stitched up and doing some kind of sutures. It looks like they've stitched the head up there somehow. This is in a different museum.